Naitwa Moses Mbuvia, process server wa koti, ofisa wa koti. Nimekuja hapa leo tena kuserve court order kwa County Commander of Police. Order ambayo ilitolewa jana na mahakama. Jana nilikuja na sikuweza kumpata, nikapewa namba ya simu nimpigie na kwa kweli hakupatikana. Nikarudi mara ya pili, haikuwezekana. Leo tena asubuhi nimekuja, nimeingia na ofisi yake bado imefungwa. Lakini kama koti inavyoruhusu, nimeamua kuweka court order chini ya mlango yake ili ya kwamba mara atakapokuja ataweza kuipata. Kwa hivyo nimeserve court order katika ofisi ya komanda mwenyewe, na naamini ya kwamba atakuja wakati wowote atakapokuja ataweza kuipata. Nimemwandikia ujumbe kupitia ile namba ambayo nilipewa ya kwamba nimeweza kwenda kwa ofisi yake kwa sababu ya kuserve court order, na alipokosa kujibu ule ujumbe na alipokosa kuchukua simu yangu, ikabidi niweze kuweka order hiyo chini ya mlango wake, na nitaweza kufanya affidavit kusema vile nilivyofanya. Tulipokuja jana, nilipokuja kuserve court order hakuwepo, nikaambiwa nimpe muda, nikampa muda, karudi tena hakuwepo. Nikapewa namba ya simu nimpigie, sikumpata. Nikatumwa kwa Nakuru sub county commander, pia hakukubali kuchukua. Wakaniambia lazima yeye mwenyewe achukue. Leo asubuhi tena nimerudi kama nilivyoagizwa na haikuwezekana kumpata. Bado wanasema yuko nje ya ofisi na langu ni kuserve court order. Kwa hivyo nimejaribu niwezavyo na nimeweka chini ya mlango kama sheria inavyoruhusu. So there is what we call personal service. Unampata mwenyewe na unampa. Pia tunaruhusiwa kupeleka service kwa ofisi na kumpa secretary. Pia tunaweza kuserve electronically kwa njia ya WhatsApp. Na hizo zote nimejaribu, lakini unfortunately simu yake ambayo nilipewa haiko kwa WhatsApp, so there is no way I can be able to serve through the WhatsApp. So I have decided to serve the court order by way of putting it under the door, having texted him and having told him that I'm in his office waiting to serve the court order, and he refused to reply. I also called him several times, he has not picked my phone. And mind you, this is the number that was given by his secretary. The secretary completely refused to call him and to alert him that I'm in the office. So I have no any other option than to do that. So this is the court order. The court order says that the county commander, police, Nakuru County, to assist in implementation of the order dated 30th October 2023 to restore the hospital to the management of Nakuru War Memorial Hospital and non-interference with the running of the hospital as earlier ordered. Number 2, that if the county commander of police Nakuru County does not implement the order, he should appear in court to explain the difficulties why he has not complied with the order. And number 3, that the matter be mentioned on 30th January 2024. So that is the order that was given and issued yesterday by the land court, and this is the order that I came to serve upon the county commander. These orders that we normally have issued by court, there is what we call penal notice. The penal notice reads as follows: take notice that you are hereby required to obey, observe, and abide by this order, and you are hereby warned that if you disobey the same, you may be cited for contempt and may be committed to civil jail for a period exceeding 6 months. So those are the consequences of not obeying a court order. But as at now, my work is to serve process, which I've already done, and we will do an affidavit to that effect, and the court will be moved on 30th by the lawyers involved.
We are here today again here at War Memorial Hospital, and we are still saddened by the turn of events. As you could see, yesterday some directors of this hospital were arraigned in court for purposes of taking plea. Today the civil case was coming up in court, and what has happened is that some officers of the county, through their instructions, they raided this hospital at night and ejected the staff of the hospital. This caused a lot of problem, especially for patients who have had to be transferred. And remember, some of these patients are people who are having critical illness. Some were in ICU. As we speak, I've just come from seeing a patient from ICU. We were trying to organize how an ambulance can be brought so that he can be transferred to another facility. You will note that this is even against the patient's will, because the patient willingly came to War Memorial Hospital to seek health services. But because of these wrangles, he has to be transferred to another hospital at another expense. I've just been talking to another person who has come to visit their loved one, their patient. They have found the patient has also been transferred. They don't know where the patient was, and he was also in ICU. I can tell you, as LSK, we are collecting evidence on possible violation on human rights, because the right to healthcare is a constitutional right and it will not be violated by anyone. Not the county, not the hospital management, not anyone should violate the right to healthcare. And that is exactly what we are observing today. You saw an ugly scene here earlier when even a deputy registrar who has been deputized by the High Court judge to come and ascertain what is happening in hospital was denied access to hospital, and it had to take a lot of calls, a lot of consultation for her to come to be allowed to ascertain what is happening. That again is the height of impunity, because the judge had made very clear orders that pending the hearing and determination of the case, the hospital should be allowed to run. But officers from the county, and you can see enforcement officers are here, are blocking patients from accessing the hospital, and they are not allowing any form of services to be issued in this hospital. That is impunity, which as LSK we do not take lightly. It is something we intend to fight to the highest level, so that any person who serves in public gets to understand that our constitution has to be respected. It is very sad to see patients begging for services, yet they have already paid for those services. It's not like these patients are coming for free services. It's very sad coming at this time and age where we want to feel that we are enjoying constitutional freedoms. It is very hard to see what is happening. So we are waiting for the deputy registrar to give her observations to court. We don't want to state what her observations will be, because now that will be left for the judge to interpret and make further directions. But the deputy registrar has managed to come. She has made her observations. She'll do a report, and in the next 1 or so hours, that report should be before the judge, and the judge will make her determination or give further directions on this issue. Thank you.
Is LSK going to take any steps after the report has come out? LSK?
Yes, and that is why I'm here. As I mentioned, we are collecting evidence on possible violation on human rights. Once we gather who has violated the human rights, we will file a petition against such person, and the victims of such violations will have to be compensated.